Hey everyone out there, I am Akanksha. Welcome back to my channel Akanksha's Vision. Today we are going to discuss about two very important scientists who contributed in molecular biology as well as told a very important thing about DNA. So let's get started with today's video without wasting time. And before that guys, don't forget to like, subscribe and share as much as possible just to keep me motivated. So guys, finally the time has come to tell you about the scientist name. Our first scientist is James Stewart Watson and second scientist is Francis Harry Compton Crick, and we'll only focus on the important points that you should know. And let's get started. James Stewart Watson studied the effect of hard X-rays on bacteriophage multiplication in 1950, and on the other hand, Francis Harry Compton Crick, he too completed a thesis entitled X-ray diffraction, polypeptides and proteins in 1954. Now I have a question in my mind, what exactly popularized them? We all have heard about Watson and Crick have given some model sort of about DNA. So let's talk about what exactly they have proposed about DNA. When they met, they discovered their common interest in solving out the structure of DNA. So they did efforts, and their first serious effort was somewhere unsatisfactory. Moving on to their second efforts, it was somewhat experimental as well as it included nucleic acid literature, and which resulted in the proposal of double helical structure of DNA in early March 1953. One of the significant contribution of Francis Crick was that he proposed central dogma in molecular biology. Now guys, what is central dogma? If we talk about central dogma, it basically states the flow of genetic information from DNA to RNA and then to proteins. Now if we see, DNA from DNA is the process known as replication. DNA to RNA is the process known as transcription, and RNA to protein is the process known as translation. So this is all that includes the central dogma. While proposing the double helical structure of DNA, Watson and Crick immediately proposed a scheme for the replication of the DNA, and that scheme was basically termed as semi-conservative nature of DNA replication. Now let's understand what is this semi-conservative nature of DNA replication. Semi-conservative nature of DNA replication suggests that the two strands of DNA molecules, they basically get separated and then they act as a template for the synthesis of new complementary strands, and after the completion of DNA replication, each DNA molecule, they have one parental strand of DNA and one newly synthesized strand. Let's talk about the prizes as well as the awards that Watson and Crick have shared. First is John Colin Warren Prize of the Massachusetts General Hospital that they have got in 1959. Then Laskar Award in 1960, and then the Research Corporation Prize in 1962, and lastly the Nobel Prize in 1962. Guys, this was all about Francis Crick and James Watson that you all should know. Let's end today's video, and before that guys, please subscribe my channel Akanksha's Vision and share this video as much as possible. Wishing you lots of luck and happy learning. Thank you for watching.